Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Studio 44. So happy to have you because today we are starting to showcase the stadiums that you feel are your three best. That's right, the 2023 Best Stadium Challenge. It's not too late to join. I'm just starting to record a few. So let me know in comments below. Even if you don't have them ready yet, maybe if you're still working on them, let me know that you plan on joining so I kind of get a feel for who's left out there. I have a bunch of submissions. I want to start with Bo Tiger simply because apparently I missed something in his last stadium. And I did the same thing to Sandman Dan. So when I get to Dan's stadiums, if he decides to join the contest, I'll show what I missed of his stadiums too. So I'm going to show this one that I missed real quick, and then I'm going to get right into Bo Tiger's three stadium choices. So here we go. I'm very excited. So real quick, I don't want to spend a whole lot of time in here because I did show it just in not my last video, but 2 videos ago. Baseball America Stadium, ABC USA, max altitude, built in 2022. It's from Bo Tiger. I really enjoyed the stadium. I believe the things that stuck out to me the most were the solar panels. Now, I don't know if they're supposed to be just solar panels or windows opened. Either way, it looks really cool. And I dug the stadium. I dug the stairs over here. I dug the deck coming out. And then the little entry under here. And this little area. Such a good stadium. Bo Tiger Stadium. Every single one he makes, he gets better and better. They look amazing. In this corner, with the burgers. And then all concessions and this funky little underneath. Now, he told me what I missed was outside the stadium in left field. Oh, boy. You got tired of seeing the Yankee signs all over your stadiums, did you, Red Sox fan? Oh, Bo Tiger. Excellent, buddy. I love it. The Red Sox suck. Oh, man. I didn't really look outside the stadium, though, did I? Really nice out here. Very, very well done for a Red Sox fan. Yankees suck. That's hilarious. I love it, Bo Tiger. Thanks, buddy. I wish I would have caught that the first time around. But, okay, now that is out of the way, we're going to take you to his 3 favorite stadiums. Then in the community poll I'm going to post right after this, you guys vote for your favorite Bo Tiger stadium. Another thing real quick before I get into Bo Tiger stadiums, I'm just kind of randomly grouping people together right now. I'm not there's no seating or anything like that. It's not like a tournament bracket. I'm just kind of throwing things together in the order of which I find them saved on my phone. So continuing on with Bo Tiger, his first stadium is the only stadium apparently that I've showcased that he submitted. So I wanted to start with the one that I have seen and then move on to the 2 that I haven't. And that one is Brickside Gardens. It's in Columbus, Ohio. Altitude of 1781, built in 1958. It's got a great old school feel to it. And I'm going to try to slow things down more than I normally do, just to give you everyone a good look at everything. And feel free to download them yourself. I mean, they're all in the vault. You know where to find them. So if you care enough to go in there and download them and take a look at yourself, by all means, please do. I love that he has different color home run fence. It gives it a cool old school vibe. This, like I said before, great to hit those line drives, home runs, and it just stops because it hits a brick wall. He did a great job of mixing the anomalies together, especially having it come to that point right there. Fans are going to be fighting to get that little point right there. Perfect old school backdrop, batter's eye. Oh, he dialed up this, right? He dialed up that. Oh, maybe not. But you got the standard 2 decks out here in right field. Very clean. This patio on top of this building is amazing. Topped off with the bleachers up top here. 3 decks all the way around, and then you go to the behind home plate, and you got this fantastic concourse using the anomalies and the Brickside Garden logo, little scoreboard. Dialed it up a little bit around the outside of the stadium, faced it off pretty good. Got the river and the bridge. Very clean outside. This little entrance or front of the stadium, amazing. We'll throw the lights on. And boom, that is stadium number 1 from Bow Tiger, Brickside Gardens. And I did go into more details with this in an earlier video. I should really start naming the videos or the stadiums in my video somehow in the description or the title, so it's easy for you guys to go back and look at them. But there it is, stadium number 1 for Bow Tiger. Stadium number 2, Riverbend Park, Decatur, Alabama, altitude of 594 feet, built in 2023. Nice. Ooh, you got a nice little wall of fame out here and left. Now, I've never seen this stadium before. Oh, this is great. Look, he built onto the anomaly. That's amazing. That looks really freaking cool. He's got the river bend out here. He's got some things peeking through that you'll probably be able to see when you hit a foul ball down the line or a home run down the line. Center field is great. You got a little river and the bridge. I love this little area too. This little walkway underneath with some picnic tables, out of town scoreboard, 2 decks, and the Yankees on the scoreboard. And he's got that nice angled in. It just gives it such a good look. Ooh, and you got this building on top of the luxury plaza seating. Riverbend Park. Oh, this is great. This restaurant built into the fence with the chains, or the chain link fence that you can see through. Fantastic job on the corner. Very clean, beautiful work around the base paths. Bow Tiger, out frickin' standing. I'm going to come out and say it right now. This is one of my favorites of yours already. First time I've seen it. Excellent, excellent work. Oh, I love the hill back here with the flag in it. That's perfect. Again, weird little shapes. I think it gives it more of a realistic look when everything's less cookie cutter, and more customed. Or like I've said, sometimes you just build stuff and then you say, oh, I can put this on top of that or blend this in with this here now that's already there. Freaking amazing. Old school lights on the roof. Excellent work, Bow Tiger. Let's take a look at your third. Bow Tiger's third and final stadium is Ward Stadium at Cherokee Station in Huntsville, Alabama, altitude of 2,300 feet, built in 1958. We have another old school stadium from Bow Tiger and a nice clean looking 2-deck left field. I love it. Fantastic. You got the Cola batter's eye. Very, very, very good minor league vibe, at least in the outfield. Got the old school buildings and the train station thing out here. This one looks nice too. Backing things up, we see you got it nice and faced off. Big, huge parking lot and little plaza area or entertainment center. I don't remember what they called that. I like all the hills and the trees, the nature. Looks good. Looks really, really good. There's Cherokee Station. Perfect, this little concourse area. Ward Stadium. Flip them lights on while we're cruising around. Oh, I like the corner over here too, with the Hall of Fame sign and the bleachers and that building, which seemed to be made for the corner of a stadium. He's got a bunch of signs on that facing of the upper deck or the second deck. Laser ribbon. I like the quirkiness out here too. This is fun. The big wall and then jolting in and getting smaller. Got the camera well set up. All right, Bo Tiger, strong entries into the 2023 Stadium of the Year contest. All right, I've called it like 18 different things by now. 2023 Stadium of the Year contest. That's what we'll go with. I like that. Submitting a stadium for the Sitka Grizzlies. He made a couple for the RDL Stadium Search as well. They've all been fantastic. Thank you so much. I can't wait to see what you have in store for us for 24. Just a quick recap of Bo Tiger's 3 stadiums. Ward Stadium at Cherokee Station, this one right here. Brickside Gardens and Riverbend Park. Be on the lookout very soon for a poll asking you which one of these 3 stadiums did you like best of Bo Tigers. We've seen a lot from this young man recently. This is Ray Ratliff. The first stadium he has submitted is Eagle Square in R&J City, Tennessee. Max altitude, built in 1850. This is Eagle Square. I did showcase an early version of the stadium. He has let me know in comments that he has made a lot of upgrades. So, yeah, I definitely don't remember all this going on. I'm pretty sure this is new. A lot of stacked table seats with the bar in the back. Bogey's bar? Got a rhinoceros hanging out up here. Eagle Square sign over the scoreboard. The old steakhouse building from St. Louis. Oh, he built in a plaza level over that. I like that. That's fun. He I think he closed it off a little bit more too, right? Made this roof. I do remember the big thing, tall seats. I always thought it was fun to have a big, long, huge section of seats. I think this is new too, if I'm not mistaken. Closed in by this sign turned around. That's a good idea. And then Buddy M's with a laser ribbon covering that up. 305 down the line. You can get the ball pretty high up here then. Ratliff's Ribs. Oh, that's cool. I've never seen that before. Lights right through the broadcast booth. Is that broadcast booth? Official scores booth? Has to be, right? I like how this is straight line back there. You don't see that much. That's a good move. I like it. Murph might have done it with the Octagon in New Orleans. All right. Oh, he closed this all off. Oh, I forgot about the football stadium outside. Then he had something over here, too. Yep, baseball stadium. I remember now. Turning the lights on. We're going to have to get inside because it's hard to see over the little roof here. The waffle or pretzel roof, whatever you want to call that. Looks good inside. I think this is all new too, right? These signs coming through. I like that a lot. Covering up the scoreboard with the... Oh, he mixed them together to kind of even out the space. That looks really good. Using that scoreboard to kind of hold those signs. And it goes around to right field too. Good work, Ray. This is a good first submission. Let's see what number 2 is. We definitely saw this stadium recently, 13th Street Ballpark in San Alta, California, with an altitude of 500 feet and built in 2011. I remember liking this one a lot. I loved this section of restaurants, seating. right at the home run fence. And the hit it here blended into the brick. 13th Street ballpark on the roof. I love the old school roof. Pretty sure you can get balls out of that stadium, right? Oh, I don't know. It's 330 right down the line. This corner is done excellent with this building blended in together and then throwing the bleacher seats on top. And then even the concession stand built right into that. And then using the bowl style seating. Yeah, I remember digging this one big time. Another cool section over here in right field. Shallow right down the line, but it's a high wall. Great city in the background. Fantastic, Ray. He's got the one hotel kind of sticking up. You got bleachers blended in with the restaurant seating. I like it. This is stadium number 2 from Ray Ratliff. Happens to be my favorite infield pattern, too. I'm never crazy about the outfield. I've said it before. I'll say it again. I would love to be able to mix and match outfield patterns. Let me have a different outfield pattern to go with this one. Why do you got to be stuck with that one just because you like this? Same thing with the color of the dirt. Why does the dirt have to be that color even though you may not like that cut around the bases? But I'm sorry, way off topic. This is Stadium of the Year contest. Ray, nice work, buddy. We're going to take a look at your last stadium. Now, this stadium I've shown in the last, 3 or 4 videos? Jack Link's Park, Dallas Butchers. He was kind enough to create this stadium for the Dallas Butchers in the RDL. Obviously, Dallas, Texas, altitude of 420 feet, built in 2024. And obviously, center field sticks out to you right away with all the anomalies stacked up on top of each other with the fun restaurant seating. I like this plaza level seating hanging out back here with some signage underneath the scoreboard. Great city in the background with the bridge. You got Ratliff Ribs making another appearance, and over here you have the Sewell Shack. Custom bullpen and right. You got Jack Link's Park written again above the scoreboard. Over in the corner, you got the 3 Bs, Burgers, Buddies, and Ballpark Eats. Behind, this is cool how it blends in over here. Section of bleacher seats with some outside concessions. Love it. And then Studio 44. Appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you uploading stadiums and taking your time to make a couple stadiums for the Ricky Davis League Stadium Search, just like anybody else who did. Can't thank you guys enough. It's been so fun. Cool little facing out here behind home plate with the parking lot. Throwing on the lights. This is what we got. Looks really good. Stadium number 3 to consider. Jack Link's Park, Dallas Butchers. That is stadium number 3 for Ray Ratliff. He gave us this. Jack Link's Park, Dallas Butchers. 13th Street Ballpark and Eagle Square. Be looking out for that poll and let us know what you think his best stadium is. Let's move on to one more stadium creator. Okay, so just as I was about to start recording Arch's video, or the video to his stadiums, he himself gave me breaking news. We have a trailer for the 2024 version of Stadium Creator. Now, while the templates may not seem like a big deal, there's a little teaser for some new props, and one of them is absolutely huge. So when you're done watching this video, you want to make sure you check out that breaking news for this new prop. Now, when I say this prop is freaking huge, I'm talking, I'm so happy. I am Dr. Evil getting Sharks with laser beams on their frickin' heads. Happy. I am Ralphie getting his official Red Ryder Carbine Action 200 shot range model air rifle with compass and stock in this thing that tells time. Happy. I am Thanos getting all 6 Infinity Stones. Happy with this one little prop. So make sure you go check out that video and see what that new prop is. Getting back to 2023, this is a stadium that Arch wanted to put up. So taking a look at it. I mean, unfortunately, the only thing he can't do to make it look better is put the monuments up in here because you can't put them on the field. But everything else looks exactly, he did his best to duplicate the courthouse out there in the Bronx. That's one thing I miss. For some strange reason, it was just cool seeing that courthouse back there, watching Yankee games that you don't see anymore with the new stadium. But he's got the old school grass, and he's got the perfect spots for the grounds crew or bullpens or whatever these little sections are. The break in the bleachers to the seats themselves, and the green facing, and he made the facade up here. All 3 of Arch's stadiums are replicas, and that's kind of his specialty. That, and I would say classic stadiums are his, or classic type stadiums, old school feel to them. And he did an amazing job. All these signs lining up looks really, really good. And then he has the track and field out here. And I don't know if any of you have ever been to the old Yankee Stadium, but this is where the new one would be. And there was baseball fields right across the street. Now they've kind of traded spots. The new stadium's here, and the recreational fields are over here. They do have a place, I think, commemorating where home plate is at the old Yankee Stadium. He did a fantastic job of facing it off and making it look like the old Yankee Stadium. Now, here's the big question. Does he have the bat? And here's the river. You go across the river, and Polo Grounds would be over here someplace. No bat. That's all right. You're forgiven because, how do you recreate a giant bat? It's like a smokestack, right, that they made look like a bat. And you got the subway train going through. I remember the very first time I ever went to the old Yankee Stadium. We took the subway that crosses through, and the stop was over here. And, you go down the steps and you come into the stadium. And we were on the subway, and it was a little bit rainy that day, so a lot of people were worried that they weren't going to play the game. So we overheard someone saying, okay, the stadium's coming up. Do they have the tarp on the field? And we rode by, and we got here, and the guy ducks down by the window, and he says, yeah, the tarp's not on the field. And it was actually a doubleheader that I ended up seeing. The Yankees lost both games. Don Mattingly got kicked out of the game in his first or second at bat of the first game. Danny Tartable hit a freaking oppo up on the upper deck over here. We had great seats down the first baseline. I wish I took pictures. This is like 1992 or 91 that it happened. I was in 7th grade. We sat like right over here. Mattingly got kicked out for arguing balls and strikes. But yeah, great work as always, Arch. He's a master replicator. What can we say? Replicator? Is that a word? Let's turn the lights on. I can't get over how good that facing does. He does whatever it takes to make something look exactly how he wants it to look. And I don't know how he does it. What? Oh, this is that dinosaur fence. All right. Man. All right, turning the lights on. Here's what we got going. Looking fantastic, of course. I love that they have the shadows. I think that looks really cool. All right, so that is stadium number 1 for Arch. Yankee Stadium, 1938 through the 1950s. Let's check out what he has in store for us for stadium number 2. As I said earlier, all of Arch's stadiums are replicas. So we have Tiger Stadium, 1985 in Detroit, Michigan, altitude of 600 feet, built in 1912. Now, you'd think I'd remember a lot about Detroit Stadium as a Yankee fan and seeing the Yankees play the Tigers all the time, but I really don't. I thought this roof went all the way around, but I guess, I'm obviously wrong there. Because, I mean, if Arch says this is how it is, that's how it is, man. He's our master replicator. Look at all this detail outside the stadium. They never had many blimp shots of Tiger Stadium, on WPIX or even MSG when I was growing up. So I think by the time Yes was around, they were in Comerica Park. But yeah, I mean, I always loved the idea of the overhang that you obviously can't do because they red out if you bring anything over. Brilliant idea using the storage cases or the shipping containers as facing, to give us that blue facing, and using the cell phone towers as pillars, retired numbers up here, blending in the concession stands with people and signage. And I mean, the light towers are perfect. You can just see Reggie Jackson hitting his up here, and didn't Cecil hit one over here? I mean, center field, it looks very old school, very. Yeah, I mean, I've seen a couple, aerial shots of Detroit, their old stadium back in the day. I remember Jeter saying something about it. Either he hated it or loved it. I don't remember, but I remember I have a video. I don't know if I still have it, but Mike Stanley, the Yankees catcher before Joe Girardi, hit a majestic shot into the upper decks in here. It was like I used to rewind it and play it and rewind it and play it, rewind it and play it. It was just beautiful. A beautiful, beautiful home run swing. And he just does so much detail, and he finds the right, like I said, he finds the right props and blends them together. If they don't have it, he creates it somehow in like a perfect way. The flags all the way around, which I'm sure are supposed to be teams, right? I know the Yankees do that. Or they used to. They used to have all the cities of the major league teams in flag form. And of course, you have to have the batter's eye. But I mean, he nailed it as always. Yeah, this is one of the old school stadiums I like. I've said it before. I'm not a fan of Milwaukee's park and Cincinnati and Pittsburgh and Philly and all those other cookie cutters. They're so bleh, so bland. I mean, there's a reason they imploded them all. The Astrodome, all those. So, all right, that is stadium number 2 that Archmage gives us for the 2023 Stadium of the Year, Detroit Tiger Stadium, 1985. One more stadium from Arch, and I'm sure y'all going to recognize this one. Now, I'm ashamed to say this, but I think this is one of the first stadiums that Arch asked me to show, and I don't think I ever showed it. I think I had some newer stadiums. I don't know why. I just kind of set this one aside and never really got to it. So, Arch, I apologize for that. This is Ebbets Field, 1948 in Flatbush, Brooklyn, New York. Altitude of 16 feet, built in 1912. Now, how do you have some of these classic stadiums that they have in this game and not have an actual version of Ebbets Field? I mean, it's just got such a big history. I mean, it was the home of Jackie Robinson. It was the home of the Brooklyn Dodgers and all this history behind it. But, I mean, it's got that perfect old school look using the proper grass. I definitely remember all the advertisements over this bigger wall out here in Wright. Beautiful little 19 teens type village back here. And as always, he faces it off almost perfect. And I know City Fields behind home plate is based on this, right? How it used to look back then. I mean, he finds the right props and makes it work. I mean, he doesn't just make it work. He turns it into freaking pieces of art. I mean, he goes behind the stadium, around it, in front of it. You name it, he gets it done the right way. Has there ever been a game that had Ebbets Field? I remember All Star Baseball used to have a bunch of old stadiums, and not only Ebbets Field. I thought MLB The Show had a version of Tiger Stadium before. I could be wrong, but I mean, it was a game that you could actually play, and it had an overhang. So I'd like to see him incorporate that and to build the stadium creator tool. Give us overhang, and that's one thing you can't really tell from the trailer that I just posted. But yeah, this is a masterpiece. I mean, most of the stadiums he puts out are, but I mean, it's Ebbets Field, and I've seen some crappy versions. This is hardly that. So that is the final stadium I would like you to consider for this video. Now, the first official showcasing is over, but that doesn't mean it's too late. If you want to join the stadium contest, please leave your three best stadiums, the three stadiums you think are better than any other stadium you've made. We're going to showcase them. I'm going to create a poll asking my subscribers and anybody else who runs into the poll. I don't know if people who aren't subscribed to the channel do, but anybody who sees that poll is going to vote for your best stadium. Once we get everybody's best stadium, we're going to pool them all together somehow, create a bunch of polls, and dwindle it down to the best stadium, the number one stadium in MLB The Show 23. Sewell and I have something cooking. We found a couple stadiums, some secret stadiums that we cannot wait to show you. We're going to collab on this again, so be on the lookout for that. It's going to be so much fun. I cannot wait to show you these funky little stadiums. So look out for that collaboration. You can still submit stadiums to the RDL Stadium Search. We have plenty of time now that the stadiums carry over into the next game. If you want another stadium showcased, feel free to leave that or the RDL Stadium Search or the names of the three stadiums you want to enter into the contest in the comments below, along with your gamer tag. Even if you're a familiar name, it helps to have your gamer tags, because sometimes I get you guys mixed up, and I'm ashamed to say that, but it happens. If you have an old stadium that you asked me to showcase and for whatever reason I missed it, please, by all means, repost it. Ask again. Things get buried, things come up. I'm juggling this and Respect the Pick and a bunch of other stuff. So if I missed it, I am deeply, deeply sorry, but please post it again, and I'll be happy to showcase it, whether it's part of the RDL Stadium Search or the stadium contest or not. However you want me to show it, I will show it for you. Speaking of Respect the Pick, please give that a look or listen. You can look at it right here on YouTube, or you can listen to it anywhere you get your podcast. Apple Music or iTunes, right? Is that what it's called? I'm an Android guy, but iHeartMedia, Amazon Music, any of those major platforms, Podbean, Spotify, it's there. You can listen to it while you're jogging, running, exercising, getting ready for work, driving to work, working. Perfect for you. It's more of a radio show than a podcast. It's more of a radio show format. But okay, I babbled too long. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining the contest. Please like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications so you know when more of these cool things are coming up. Thank you so much for watching once again, and be on the lookout for the next round of the best stadium for 2023.